you've got a long time ahead of you. It's okay to fail. Throw yourself into it. Give yourself a chance. Be kinder to yourself if you don't get it. I'm at Stanbury. I work for O2. I'm the head of talent there. So in terms of what that means, look after finding out all the great people we have in our business, understanding what potential they have, what they want to go and do in the future, and making sure that they have the opportunity to go and do that and pursue it. We have various different ways of doing that. So some of it is around on-the-job training. Some of it we use things like the apprenticeship levy for to help develop them. We have some internal-only programs as well. But basically, we want to make sure that everybody who comes into O2 has got an understanding of what they can go and do, the opportunity to go and do that, and then it's up to them from there to go and drive their own journey and drive their own development. So I guess my role in that is making sure they've got all of those parts of the puzzle together so they can go and get the best out of their experience with O2. Yeah, as you mentioned by the wallpaper, I've got a young girl called Annabelle. She's 3, and I've got my oldest is Oliver. He's 5. So yeah, young family. So I kind of have to watch a lot of Disney films at the minute. Go to a lot of parks. Before COVID, it was a lot of soft plays. So I'm kind of quite glad that that's been taken off the menu for a while. But broader than that, again, I've always been a keen sportsman when I was younger. So kind of played a lot of football when I was younger to a semi-decent level. Still follow Manchester City for my sins, so they're doing all right, but yeah, not as well as they could have done this season. And other than that, again, just really family life. O2 are great for flexible working, so I think some days I might be online really late at night, or I might get online early in the morning, but then also there'll be times where I take a few hours out in the middle of the day just to sort of where I can, just to sort of see the kids, and in the times that we're in now, make sure I'm spending some time with them as well. So it is all consuming, and there's kind of a lot of work that goes into it, especially at the minute. There's a project coming into play, but I think ultimately they trust you and they give you that flexibility back, which is great, and it kind of makes it a lot easier to get that home life balance a bit better. I think there's probably 2 things I'd say to that choice. The first one is it's okay to fail. You go into something, try it. If you don't like it, as sad as it is with the way that pensions are going, we're probably going to be working till we're in our 70s. So you've got ages and ages to figure out what you actually really want to do, and you've got then years and years to perfect that and become an expert at it. So don't feel if you move into something that has to be you for the rest of your career, because you've got so much time to go and figure that out. And don't ever be afraid to make the change. And if you do make the change and it's still not for you, again, that's okay. I would say in terms of key opportunities, I think if you know it is something that you want to do, my advice would be push yourself, get out of your comfort zone, take on the extra work, take on the extra project, put yourself in that position of stress and test yourself and see what level of resilience you've got, and just give it everything you've got, really, and just see where you are, how you're delivering. My advice would be really proactive, ask for feedback at every opportunity. The only way you're going to grow is by understanding what could be better. So at any opportunity you get with any people that you're working with, again, how am I doing? What could I do better? What is it that I do well as well, to understand your strengths, and just be really open to sort of bettering yourself, really. I think as long as you're humble enough to know that you're never going to be the perfect professional, then it kind of goes a long way with your peers and kind of your seniors as well. So for me, I think it's really important that 2 sides, that managers and interviewees, they understand that at that age you're not going to have 10 years of experience, you're not going to have all the things on the job role. It's more understanding how would you approach it, and hypothetically, if you're in that situation, you're not going to be able to say from experience, this is how I managed it, but just show that, just call it out and say, look, I've never been through that, but actually, if I was faced with that problem, this is how I would approach it. And I think people will kind of then understand you a little bit better, understand the way you work. There's also a bit of an appreciation that at that age, we know there's going to be a bit of a rawness to the talent, a bit of rawness to the potential. We work with our managers to try and understand that and get a really good understanding of that, and kind of behaviours they need to look for. So again, that level of proactivity, energy, honesty, enthusiasm, that's kind of what we need from our people at O2 regardless. You need that drive, need that agility, need that ability to deliver. And I think as long as we can start to show that with the behaviours that you give, it puts you in a great stead. And the amount of interviews I've been in, seen, where they go, actually, they didn't have the best skills, but I just really want them to be part of the team because they're going to bring so much more. And almost it's those intangible behaviours that they have. They're always almost more valuable than some of the skills in some instances. It's strange times that we're in. It's okay to not go for your dream job right now and just figure things out. If you understand what you want to do, great, go and chase it. You've got a long time ahead of you. It's okay to fail. Throw yourself into it. Give yourself a chance. Be kinder to yourself if you don't get it. It will help in the long term in terms of building that resilience and learning from those experiences. And just make sure that if you do really want to try something, just be comfortable being uncomfortable and be curious about what you want to go and do. That would be my advice.